What's up, guys? It's BWADE. WNBA is back. I did WNBA all last season. I'm excited for it to be back. If you haven't really put any bets in on it before, there's a lot of value in WNBA. There's a lot of opportunities to really find discrepancies and take advantage of those, right? And so I'm going to walk you through just 4 of my favorite picks. I'm going to show them to you. It's the season opener, right? I don't want to get too deep. You never know how things are going to go. But just from looking at some of the changes that happened in the offseason and then, what these teams and how their performances looked like last year, I'm going to walk you through and show you why I like these picks, why I'm putting some money on them, and hopefully give you guys a better idea of whether you want to tail these or not. I'm also going to ask, make sure to like and subscribe, guys. It helps me out a ton trying to grow this channel and this brand, and so if you guys could do that, you'll also be entered to win a signed Anthony Edwards jersey if you like, subscribe, and drop a comment on the video. We do that drawing at the end of the month. All right, let's start getting into these picks. So I'm starting out with Sabo over 4.5 assists, and as you can see, she only played 15 games last year. She missed the first half of the season. She played for France in the Olympics and actually played really well for them, and then came back and played the second half and looked stellar. She went over this in 11 out of her 15 games last year. She only missed it 4 times. And the thing is now she's had a whole off season where she's been healthy. She's been able to train, right? Coming into this half of the season, she was hurt, and then she played the Olympics and went right into the second half of the season. So I really like the fact that she's coming into the season healthy. She was already hitting this number at a solid rate, 11 out of 15 games last year. And so I feel good that she keeps that momentum going into this season, and we see her grab at least 5 assists in this matchup. And then everyone's favorite WNBA player, Caitlin Clark, over 36.5 PRA. You could see, just by looking at this chart, you can see the growth, right, that she showed last year. You look at the first half, and she hit this 3 times in the first half of last season. And then you look at the back half, and she was hitting it at probably about a 55% rate, just at a quick estimate. And what I really like is her last 7 games against teams that were bottom 5 for points allowed, she hit this against, right? So 7 straight games against teams that gave up a lot of points. And we look here, Chicago is in the bottom 5, right, for points allowed last year. And she cooked all of them. When we look head-to-head, she went over it in 2 out of 4 games against them head-to-head, including the only game in the second half of the year where she played a lot better. So in that game after the Olympic break, she ended up dropping 47 PRA on them. So that is where I'm going to give the most weight to. They also made a ton of moves in the offseason and built this team around Caitlin Clark. So there's more talent there, which I think maybe spreads the points out a little bit, but I think they also made it so that she is the centerpiece. So that's why I'm taking PRA. She might have some more assists mixed in there and some other stats, but I think she fills the stat sheet and goes over 36.5 against a soft Chicago defense. You'll see that on the screen here. We're getting 2.86x for this on Sleeper. Sleeper has given us a ton of different promos, one of them being a $10 protected pick for WNBA plays today. So if you click on that first and use it on this entry, you can put $10 on it, and if it misses, they give you the $10 back. If it hits, you get to win, right? And so that right there is a great bonus. They have a bunch of other promos you can see on the screen. And then a sign-up bonus. If you don't have it already, when you use code BWADE, they're going to double your first deposit up to $100 and give you a free Jokic pick for Sunday's Game 7. So if you don't have it, sign up, take advantage of that sign-up bonus, and use that protected WNBA pick. Also, like I said earlier, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. It'll have you entered to win that Anthony Edwards autographed jersey at the end of the month, and I appreciate it because it helps me out a ton. Let's get into these next 2 picks. So I'm fading Asia Wilson at 25.5 points. We're going under. And while she did go over this in 57% of games last year, she only went under in 43%. New York Liberty absolutely shut her down. Every game last season, and 4 of these were in the playoffs, right? So this is just a series. They kept her under in all of them. But even in both regular season games, they kept her to 21 and 24. She only averages 21 points against them last year. Didn't score above 24 points in any single game against them. That defense just knows how to shut her down. there weren't a whole bunch of moving pieces as far as the bigs on the Liberty, and so I expect them to keep her contained again. And then I'm pairing that up with Caitlin Clark over half a point, rebound, and assist. We are getting that as a free pick on Betr. That's not just for new users, that's for all users. So if you guys have Betr, lock that in. If you don't have Betr yet, sign up. Use code BWADE and they'll double that first deposit. They give us more free and discounted picks than any other app. If you use it for nothing else, just put in entries with the free picks. And then again, make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment. You'll be entered to win that signed Anthony Edwards jersey. And look, if you guys do sign up with either of these apps, Betr or Sleeper, send me a screenshot on Instagram. I'll hook you up with the free week of my VIP picks. We do 5 to 8 different game picks every day with additional DFS entries as well. Goal is to help you guys win money. I do hours of research every day to make sure that we're profitable. So if you sign up on one of those apps, take a screenshot, send it over to me. I'll hook you up with the free week of VIP. Or you can always just use code NBA in the checkout and you will get 80% off. But appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll start to do these a bit more regularly, and it'll get a bit more in-depth once we have more data on this season. But I love all 4 of these picks. Let's get it.